fearless, you got fire. He's the spark that lifts you higher. You were made for joy, made for more. It's time to walk through heaven's door. The world is yours, take your place. Every dream aligned with grace. Overflow is your reward. Walk it out, abundance is yours. Oh, you can change it every time. Hope and faith, they realign. You're not stuck, not anymore. 'Cause girl, abundance is yours.
Hi, everyone. It is Julie Loughlin Haers with Divine Abundance streaming show on Prospera TV network. And I am so excited today to have Sharon Barratt with Scarlet Fashions with me here today. Sharon and I met at a local business women networking event, and I got to knowing Sharon a little bit. And I said, oh my gosh, you have a great story. And I love what you're doing in the community to help women feel great about themselves. So I invited Sharon on today. Sharon, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today.
I know this will be fun. You're talking about one of my favorite things, fashion. So this will be
Yeah.
a lot of fun. So Sharon, just to kind of give everyone a little bit of a background about you and how you kind of got to where you are with Scarlet Fashions, what inspired you to start Scarlet Fashions, and kind of tell us what was the impetus for that and a little bit about your background.
So I will have to back up from Scarlet Fashions because I initially have come out of the bridal industry. So I did start Scarlet Bridal Boutique. So that's kind of where I started in my whole journey back in 2014.
In bridal, right?
Yes, in bridal. So that was something that really caught my attention actually when I went shopping with my daughter when she was engaged, and I went to a few bridal stores with her, and I thought, you know what? I could do this.
Yeah.
So that kind of gave me the inspiration, and I started in 2014 in Village Gate in a very small space with, I don't know, maybe 20 dresses, and I had some formal wear, and I just thought, you know what? If I don't start and I don't do it, I'll never know if I don't do it.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to be off the rack. I could see the difference there with selling off the rack, being able to bring immediacy to brides and not have to worry about ordering and all of those different things. And then, of course, the price points were different as well. And so that's how I wanted to really start. And then it kind of morphed into that. I was in bridal for 10 years. And then in June of 2024, I retired out of that part of my business and left my space and found a little studio in Fairport because I really wanted to continue with formal wear. I love selling formal wear to women of all ages, especially women of a certain age, are older, and I just love it.
That's awesome. So Scarlet Fashions has kind of evolved into a boutique in Fairport, New York,
Yep.
where you really focus on helping women feel their best in their body in the fashions. We've talked a little bit about this, everyone, before we came on today.
Yeah.
So tell us, what does that process look like when someone comes in? Like, what is the process that you follow to help them?
They will make a one-on-one appointment with me, kind of give me a little bit of information before the appointment, but I really ask them, you know, when they come in, what is your specific event? What does it look like to you? Where is it going to be? What kind of venue? Those kind of things. Are you mother of the bride, mother of the groom? Are you going to a gala, black tie event? And you kind of try to get an overall feeling of what the venue is going to look like, you know, whether it's a hotel, golf course, you know, any of those kind of things. And then I just kind of get into very casual conversation with the ladies and just try to really figure out their vibe. It's a lot of fun, actually.
It sounds it. It sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Do you carry also formal wear for proms and dances and things of that nature?
I don't do prom. I'm not a retailer for prom. Anything for the younger girls. I have had girls in the past shop with me and pick up things for prom that they have seen that definitely worked for prom. But that's a whole nother business industry into itself.
Yeah.
It's not something I really want to, I don't have
Focus
the
on.
space for it or the
Yeah.
time for it. It can be
Gotcha.
quite costly.
I love that you like to you've niched down and you've created
Yes.
a focus of a group that you really want to work with, that you feel passionate about. I think that's amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a lot of fun. I love seeing women come in to tell their story. I love
Mhm.
watching the pictures that come through the videos that my customers send me. I love to celebrate with them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Tell me about the lessons that you've learned over your years in business, either about yourself or just about business in general.
Lessons I've learned about my business, I would say I learned not to play the comparison game.
Hmm.
I have a lot of colleagues in the industry. I do call them colleagues and not competitors because I'm
Hmm.
really not competing with anyone. I have
Right.
my own niche and I do what I do, and I don't believe in competition. I just think that is too stressful and it shouldn't
Hmm.
be a part of your business model to be competing with other people.
Right.
So I do call them colleagues and I have a lot of friends in the industry now. And I really learned that that is something that is very important not to play that comparison game and put that much pressure on yourself. It's
Mhm.
stressful enough running a business. I run my
Yeah.
business by myself.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's more added pressure to that. Um, so that's one of the biggest things. Another thing I learned was, and I'm sure you could probably attest to this, it's just as important to know who not to work with as it is to know
Mhm.
who to work with.
Right.
Your reputation is out there,
Yes.
and you want to be hooked up with the right people, the right vibe. You don't want your name on the lips of the wrong people. So that was
Yeah.
something I learned early on.
Hmm.
And sometimes there are harder lessons to learn, but it's something that's very, very important.
It is important. I find that if people are like for me on the financial side, if they want to be stuck in a self-defeating paradigm
Yeah,
that is a victim mentality that says that they can't get out of where they are, then I can't really reach them. I can't really help them. You have
that's
to be at least willing to meet with me halfway. If you're
yeah,
willing to put the work in, I'm definitely willing to put time and work into people. So I
yeah,
think the same could be said for you. If people are really negative and they can't get out of that mindset and they won't even give you a chance to show them options, then you really can't help them.
exactly, exactly.
I've seen it too. I can remember my own bridal experience, which was elaborate. I got stuck on a dress, and I think this happens to a lot of brides. They get stuck on this dress that they see in a magazine and they just become obsessed with it. And this was a long time ago. This is before, you know, it was a long time ago. It was in the late 90s. And so I had convinced myself that the only way I was going to get this dress was to go to New York City,
Yeah,
which is what I did. And talk about time and money. And
yeah,
oh, I'm like, why did I do that?
yes. And that was
When you,
before Pinterest and Instagram and TikTok and
yes.
all of that,
So
right?
this way you would get the big bridal magazines. Remember the
Yes,
big, thick bridal magazines, and you'd look through them, and I got stuck on
yes,
an Eve of Milady dress, you know,
yes.
made in Italy, hand beaded, and it weighed 25 pounds,
I'm
Sharon. I
sure it
was like,
did.
why did I decide to get this dress? It was so heavy, but it was beautiful. But I'm like, I don't know. I would have probably done something differently. The only cool thing is that my parents did get to come with me, and my dad was able to pick out my headpiece. And like that's an
Nice,
important special memory for me.
nice memories.
So but other than that, it's interesting the perspective, right?
Yeah.
As we get a little bit older. Back to you. What are some things with your business or just with you personally over the years? I mean, being in business by yourself with only yourself is different. Like not everybody does that. Some people are in business. They have a business. Like for me, I have a business partner. We have a couple of assistants and a junior advisor.
Yeah.
Being in business solely by yourself, where
Yeah.
you are everything, your
Yeah.
customer service, your accounting, your everything. What are some things that you've overcome over the past, several years, whether it be professionally or personally?
Well, I can answer that. Give you two different answers.
Hmm.
First of all, business wise, I did start out in the very beginning with a business partner,
Hmm.
and that lasted for a couple of years. It was not a good choice, and so I had to move on from that.
Yep.
So I found myself really running the business anyway, even though I did have a partner, I was still.
Hmm.
So we moved on from that. And I really had to dig deep down and know, okay, I have to rely on myself. I have to rely on my gut
Hmm.
and really take myself to the forefront. This other person did a lot of things in the forefront. I stayed mostly in the back.
Hmm.
And but it was okay. I through that whole experience, I really did find myself
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
what I liked. The
Hmm.
style that I decided was me. And you can see I like to wear black. I like, all that kind of stuff. I like to be a little bougie, as most people would say about me.
Yeah, you're always dressed impeccably. I mean, I gotta say that. I've seen you many times now and you
Thank
always
you.
look sharp.
So that's something that I really kind of found out for myself. I got comfortable making videos and being
Mhm.
out in public networking. I've done Fashion Week a few times,
So
done a
cool.
lot of fashion shows, and
Mhm.
just being out there. You're
Yeah.
the face of your business and you have to work that. So I found myself really working on my self-confidence.
Hmm.
To say that we're always confident in everything every day because we're not, but we
No.
have to work on that. So that was something for me for my business and just getting to know again, my colleagues in my
Mhm.
area
Yeah.
and becoming friends with probably most of them. And even though
Right.
I'm out of the bridal business now, those shops will still refer ladies to me for formal wear. I
Mhm.
had some ladies come in Saturday, Sharon, you were referred by XYZ and she said so nice things about, so I
Right.
appreciate that.
Yes.
So it's really working that and again, knowing who you can work with because we're not competing, we're all helping each other. There's enough room at the table for everybody. There
You
should be.
know, Sharon, you're so right. I mean, it's so much about it is collaboration over
Yeah.
competition all day, especially in what I would call the female side of business, for sure. And it has been for a while. The paradigm of the, cutthroat competition, it's
Oh,
kind of by the wayside, really, it is. And I feel like you get so much more done, you're so much more effective,
yeah,
the more collaborative that you are. I can
exactly.
even tell you that like I've had a couple of financial people actually send people to my partner and I because
Yeah.
what they do wasn't a specialty. What we do is really a specialty. And they felt like the client would be better served. And I was like, it's incredible integrity on their
It
part.
is.
It speaks volumes of
Yes.
who they are in the business. And so when I see that in a so and so competitor, I
Yeah.
consider them a co-collaborator. We're
Hmm.
all in this together. We're all looking to move
Exactly.
forward. We're all, looking to build our businesses, but in a way that's very authentic and with integrity. I think that's a completely different vibe. I think your clients pick up on that when
Yes,
they
they
shop
do.
with you too.
They
So I think
absolutely do.
that's a differentiator, which
Hmm.
is great.
Yeah.
Um, what are you excited about for what's exciting you in 2026? Like, what are some things that you're seeing for this new year that are exciting? It could be anything. It could be something you're personally excited about, something you're excited in your business, or maybe it's a new trend or a new thing that you're seeing that you're like, this is exciting. What are some things that you're excited about?
I'm excited to, I'm always excited to meet new people.
Hmm.
When I do have my quiet time and I'm meditating and I'm praying, I'm always asking for new people, new places, and new opportunities. I say
Hmm.
that regularly because you never know who you're going to meet and what that sets you up for another lane, somewhere else to go. You just never know. So
Yeah.
I'm always looking for that. I'm looking for maybe a deeper niche within the formal wear. I'm really looking to be able to dress notable women, people,
Mhm.
TV anchors, lawyers, doctors, all those kind of ladies. And then, of course, the moms and the grandmas, we all deserve to
Mhm.
look our best.
Absolutely.
And so I'm looking for that kind of clientele. I have learned through the years that being the cheapest and the most affordable doesn't always pay off because that will attract a client to you that is more of a problem than anything else. When you
Yeah.
have something that's quality and of value, people that have the means to pay that have no issues. And
Mhm.
so I'm not trying to be in that place. I'm really looking for women who are serious about buying, who are serious about looking the best that they can be for whatever event they're going to.
Hmm.
And I'm excited to be able to, again, meet more ladies and walk through the process with them and helping them see how beautiful they actually are. Because
Yeah.
let's face it, this isn't easy. Most of us, when we get an invitation in the mail to a black tie or a wedding where you have to dress up, it's sheer panic for most women.
Hmm.
Sheer panic. And that's where I come in to be able to help these ladies decide which way they want to go. Most of them, they don't like their size, their shape. They don't know what color to wear. They've got this with their body. I don't want this to show. And it really doesn't matter if you're a size 2 or a 22. We all have something we're working on.
Right.
And so you need someone
Mhm.
to help you figure out what silhouette works best for your body because it's not your body, it's your clothes and how they fit. And
So
that's,
true.
it's the most important thing. And so when I can get a woman in something that looks great on her body,
Hmm.
she stands there and looks at herself in the mirror, it is amazing to watch. I've had women
Yeah.
just turn around and hug me and cry.
Oh, that must bring you such
It
joy.
does because it's
Yeah.
like this is really you, you know?
Hmm.
It's just learning on what to wear and how to wear it on your body.
A hundred
And,
percent.
it's just very exciting to me. So I'm looking for a lot more of those opportunities. I had a lot of them
Mhm.
when I had brides. I had brides
Yeah,
cry all the time.
absolutely.
And it's a special time in their life. And when you can be a part of that, it's amazing.
It's amazing. I truly believe what you have is a gift because not everyone has the sight that you have to be able
Yeah.
to like look at a silhouette on the rack and then look at the person and know, oh, that is gonna match.
Yeah.
It's gonna look great. It's gonna flatter this person. My mother had that because she had fashion merchandising as a degree, and she was also an
Wow.
artist. So she had
Okay.
like all of my cousins. She would take my young cousins, her sisters would ask her to take the girls shopping when you became like a teenager and you're
Yeah.
learning what to wear. And my mom kind of drummed into all of our heads that you should have staples in your wardrobe. And these
Yeah.
staples in your wardrobe you can accessorize and change with just changing a blazer or changing
Sure.
your blouse or
Yeah.
but having what she would call staples or well,
Yeah.
neutral colors. So she would say,
Yeah.
a cream, a white, a navy, tan, black. These are all things that you can interchange. And she taught that to me. Then I taught that to the next generation coming behind
Sure.
me. And I'm like, wow, mom taught us a lot about
Yeah.
how to dress, how to present yourself, what, things to even do on a budget. Like when you don't have a lot of money, she taught them that. She was I mean, truly gifted at it. And,
Yeah.
her goal, and I think it probably is, had she been born in a different time, it probably would have taken off was to be a designer.
Ah,
And it was
that would
really
have been
cool. At
great.
one time she got to work with Calvin Klein
Nice.
before he was, big. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, that had to be so exciting. She's like, it was. She went to school in Philadelphia and would take the train to Philly to New York. I'm like, what a cool life you had,
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such a gift. I don't think I have the gift. I think my mother definitely had it and people like you have it, but not everybody has that gift.
It's a
So
lot of
that's,
fun, I'll tell you. You asked me earlier about something that personally for me that I've
yeah,
learned through my journey has been through the years learning how to take a compliment and say thank you.
yes.
Because so many women, when you tell them how they look, no, I look, I don't like, no, I feel ugly today. I feel, oh, look at my stomach. Oh, look at,
Mhm.
and that was one thing that I really had a breakthrough for
Mhm.
myself was learning how to receive a compliment and say
Mhm.
thank you. And so I try to work with that with the ladies that come through and say, listen, you are beautiful. Just because you have oversized bust or you think you've got a belly, or it doesn't matter. You are who
Mhm.
you are, and you have to learn to love yourself and learn to love the person that's in the mirror. And that's really important.
It is important. It is important.
Yeah,
Some of the work that I'm doing on manifestation and also like self-love is
yeah,
Gabby Bernstein suggests doing what's called mirror work,
yeah,
where you actually look in the mirror and you look at yourself and you engage with self and you're like You can do it. You are beautiful. It's like, it's powerful. The I am statement is so powerful. Like, I am powerful, I am beautiful. And like, the more you can say that to yourself, the more it reflects back to you. And I think that that is something that gets overlooked. So thank you for bringing that up because it's an important thing to share with the viewers.
I think
Um,
it really is because social media has been a great thing, but it's also been a disservice
yes.
because there is so much, again, comparison out there and what the influencer of the day is saying.
Hmm.
And women just tend to just throw themselves under the bus. And it's very sad because
We're
you
we're
have to
so hard
learn.
on ourselves.
Yes, you have to learn to love yourself.
Yeah.
And we can be hard on ourselves when we're looking at social media all day long. You could drive yourself crazy, and you really shouldn't
Totally.
have to live like that.
Yeah, totally. What do you think is like your number one or two driver in business? Like what really drives you? What gets you excited, put your feet on the floor in the morning and gets you to say, I'm ready to go? What are some of your drivers?
I think again, it's having a woman come in and seeing herself transformed.
Hmm.
It's like it's like being on a high when you see
Yeah.
someone like that. I can give you one example back in my bridal time. I had not an older woman, but she was probably early 40s and she was
Yeah.
getting married for the first time.
Yeah.
And she came in by herself, and her fiance gave her a beautiful pair of shoes that he saw for her. And he said, I'd love to see you wear these on our wedding day. Find a dress around these shoes.
Wow.
So she came in by herself and she was plus size. So already she was feeling some kind of way,
Hmm.
you know. And so anyway, we talked and she told me where she was going to be and all that. And I found the dress for her and she put it on. We got it on and she stood in front of the mirror and she was speechless. And she looked at me and just put her arms around me with her head on my chest and just wept.
Wow.
Just wept and said, "Thank you so much for this. I have never felt beautiful in my life.
Yeah.
Thank you
She
so
probably
much."
never, Sharon, if you think about it, she never saw herself like that. And
No.
then for the first time, she saw herself.
Yeah. And you know, and I've had mothers, ladies come in, mothers. I had one lady recently in the last couple of months. She said, I've been all over Sharon. I've been looking, I'm plus size. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter if you're plus size. We just
No.
find the right fit for you. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
And so we tried on a few dresses. The one that she liked, I zipped it up and put her on. She came out and her daughter looked at her and she just looked at me and walked across the room like this with her hands
Hugged you.
and just hugged me and cried and said, "Thank you so much.
Aw.
I just can't
Yeah.
tell you." I'll tell you the biggest group of women that I have a hard time with breaking through is mother of the groom.
Really? That'll be me, Sharon. I
And
mean,
you know
someday
why?
I hope to be a mother of the groom, because I have a son. Um, yeah, I
I can
mean,
tell you why. Because mother of the bride is so pushed to the forefront, which,
mhm,
okay.
yeah,
But mother of the groom is just as important as mother of the bride. And I take them by their hands and say, listen, this is your son's wedding.
yeah.
It's your son's wedding. You have just as much right to look fabulous as the mother of the bride.
Hmm.
And I've had mother of the groom over years and years in my dressing room, standing in there crying, telling me they have to be invisible, they shouldn't be seen. I'm
No.
told what to wear.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna be seen.
Yes. And so it's a big thing. I actually made a video of it and it's on my website and
That's awesome.
talking to mother of the groom. And I've had a few ladies make compliments about that, saying thank you very much.
Yeah.
Listen to your video because really none of us should be invisible and go away.
No. And also it's an important day in
Of
everyone's
course.
lives. Like it
Of
impacts
course.
like both sides of the families
Of
and
course.
like you want everyone to feel amazing. I can
Yeah.
remember my mom and my mother-in-law actually coordinated the color that they were going to wear. Oh, they
Yeah.
look beautiful. They
Yeah.
both look beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was like both of their dresses. I wore both of their dresses for formal events. Like later, we kept
Yeah.
those dresses. They were stunning. They're timeless. Like they picked like
Yeah.
timeless dresses.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like so excited that they felt great in those dresses too.
Hmm.
I'm like, you guys should. Like, this is a big day for you. Like, I'm the
Yes.
oldest. I was the oldest and I married the oldest. So was the first wedding in both families. So, I mean, I think there's a lot to be said for that. And I think
There
it's
is.
great that you're calling that out. Like, hey, no, this is a big day for you. Your son's getting
It
married.
is. It is.
And I think that's important.
Yes.
If you could take like all of your wisdom and all of your knowledge and go back and talk to your 18-year-old self, what's the advice that you would give to 18-year-old Sharon?
I think it would be not to be a people pleaser.
Hmm.
When you're young, there's so much here going on,
Yeah.
what you should do and who you should be. And I've really had to work through that in my life, not to be a people pleaser and to learn to know what's good for me and what's right for me at what time in my life. And so I think that would be the message that I would bring, is to take the time to research, take the time to educate yourself,
Hmm.
not be in a so much of a rush to fly into college and do what people want you to do and get the degree, and then get the degree and you're how many hundreds of $1,000s in debt and you don't
Yeah.
like what you've done.
Right.
We've all seen that happen with people in our lives.
Yeah.
So learning to please yourself and
Hmm.
growing in wisdom, and having people around you that maybe have an unbiased opinion that can really pour some wisdom into your life to help you find the right path for yourself.
That is tremendous advice.
Yeah,
Taking a step back,
yeah,
asking for unbiased opinions, knowing that like you don't have to have all the answers. Like you just dropped a whole bunch of wisdom in that one. So thank you for sharing that. This
yeah.
has been so fun. Can you believe 30 minutes has gone like that?
Did it go already?
Yeah,
Already.
it's like this show is so quick, but we would love to have you back in the future. Maybe
Yeah,
if
I
you
would
have an
love it.
event coming up or something like that, where you'd
Okay,
want to talk about it, we'd love to have you back. I
sure.
know we're going to drop all the links to how that people reach out to you.
Yes.
I know you have a location in Fairport and that is by appointment only,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
So excited to have you on Divine Abundance and thanks for sharing your entrepreneurial journey with us.
Yeah.
And we look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been great.
Thank you.
You got purpose, you got fire. Here's the spark that lifts you higher. You were made for joy, made for more. It's time to walk through heaven's door. The world is yours, take your place. Every dream aligned with grace. Overflow is your reward. Walk it out, abundance is yours. Oh, you can change it every time. Hope and faith, they realign. You're not stuck, not anymore. 'Cause girl, abundance is yours. Oh, oh, oh. This is your Prospera era, where dreams align with grace. Abundance flows like rivers. You've stepped into your place. Rise, reign, and remember, you were born to shine. Welcome to your moment, Prospera, it's time.
We hope you enjoyed today's show on Prospera TV Network. Make it a point to visit us on YouTube and catch all your favorite shows anytime you want. Interested in hosting a show of your own? Or advertising your business on our network? Contact Elena Rodriguez.